I've continued to develop this YouTube Reader project a little bit. The original version, you would just grab a YouTube link, go ahead and paste it right there and generate a blog post with one click. So we see here a pretty nicely formatted blog post version of this Tech Talk. So if we take a look at the code, we can see that what's basically going on here is that we're pulling down the YouTube transcript, and then we're going and sending this to the AI, and we're sending it this pretty heavy system prompt here that outlines, this is the tone, this is the perspective, this is the voice to use, and this is how you write a blog post. Because without this, we get these very generic sounding blog kind of responses, but this helps us get a higher quality output. So I liked that for a few days, but then I realized that this was actually too narrowly scoped. I went ahead and made a second version of this project where we just have a Chrome extension. In this case, we can define a task more broadly. We're not just getting blog posts, but for example, here we could return a vegetarian version of this red chicken enchiladas dish. So that's really nice. We've got a vegetarian version of the dish that she's talking about here for just a fraction of a penny. Another use case would be these kind of DIY videos, right? Where we might watch the video once and then we just need that materials list so we can go out shopping. So we go ahead and define that task here. Super, so we've got our materials list here. I can go ahead and copy that and go ahead and paste that into an email. Super, let's go ahead and try one more. Let's try one more of these. Here we have these.
How do we actually measure dehydration?
Super, these long health podcasts or health videos. I mean, sometimes these things can really go up there. They can be 2 hours long, even 4 hours long. So maybe we watch the video once and we just want to return. We just want to extract the protocol. Super, so there we go. We've just got the recommended intake here with some suggestions. Okay, 80 fluid ounces, and we've got some recommendations right here. Super, that's really nice. I can go ahead and copy that, send that to my doctor and ask, hey, does this seem legit? We'll just take a look at the code here real quickly for this version. The interesting thing that this does, this also basically just pulls down the transcript. I created a version where I basically grabbed the audio from the video and then had the Whisper model create a much better transcript. But what I realized when I was evaluating it is that we can send a pretty low quality transcript to the model with a defined task. And there's really not much of a difference with that compared to when we send a really high quality transcript with a defined task saying, hey, I just want a protocol, or hey, I just want a vegetarian version of this. So I pulled all of that out. It was just not necessary for this particular use case. So really all this does, again, we just pull the transcript. We just pull that transcript out. And the only kind of nuanced thing we do is we just do a token count. We just use a tokenizer to count, okay, how long is this video? Because with a 20-minute video, we can just go ahead and use a model like GPT 3.5. It'll be totally fine in that, what is that, like a 16K context window? It's okay. But if we have a long video, like one of those 3 or 4 hour medical videos, we've got a token count initially above 10,000. I'm just gonna go ahead and push that to the GPT-4 model, 128K context window. It should be totally sufficient for up to 4 or 5 hour videos. And maybe we watched that 4 hour video or listened to it once, and we just want one insight. So rather than searching through and trying to find that one point, we could just ask the model, hey, what was the book that they recommended? And this will go ahead and extract that. So I think this is a huge improvement, much more usable. I'm using this all the time. And yeah, let me know if you have any suggestions on kind of the third version, how we can continue to iterate on this and make it even more useful.